Alright, in this video I want to talk about the sprinting charged attack, which is this. I want to talk about how you can get it to both attack from the left and from the right. So you see here it's attacking from the left, and here it's attacking from the right. From a little bit of testing, I think I figured out that if you sprint for a short amount, it's a left side, and if you sprint for a high amount or a longer amount, it's on the right. They're cut off after doing a little bit of frame by frame analysis. I think it's around 0.75 seconds after you start the sprint. So essentially, if you just sprint for like a second, then you will always get the right side, and if you sprint for like half a second around there, then it will be a left side. For most people this doesn't really matter, but there is a strat where it does, so I won't go into that. I'm just gonna talk a little bit more about what's going on here. I don't know why it works like this, the next thing that I'm gonna explain, but it happens that sometimes it's random which one you get, despite having run the full amount that's needed. So the thing that's actually splitting the animations up, or splitting the behaviors up, is this that you see on the left here, where you see the little blinking diamond on the left. There is an animation called 1151. This is part of the sprinting animation. It's like a chain that goes through different animations and then ends on first this one, and then after that it goes to one that I'll show in a bit. This one, if this one is active, then you get the left side attack. And then, hang on, let me show the other one. Sprint for a little longer, then pause the game. Then we get the 1200, and this is the one it stays on after you've sprinted for around 0.75 seconds. And during this one, you should always get the right side one. So it changed from the 1151 into the 1200, and it will stay on the 1200. So you see here, now I'm sprinting, and even when I turn, it's staying on it. Although if I do hard turns like this, then of course it changes to all sorts of stuff. Okay, so to return to the topic at hand, there was this clip where a runner had been running up and then got a left side after having clearly ran for more than probably 2 seconds. And no, it doesn't loop back around to then being 1151. It stays on 1200 for forever. Until the game crashes. But what happens in the run is this. Oh, nice, I got it to work. You saw there, I was clearly on 1200. I had clearly been sprinting for more than a few seconds at least, and I still got the left side attack. Now, you're just gonna have to believe me here. I tested this, of course, tested this offline like 100 times in a row. If you do a short run, you always get the left side. It's not that it's random. Short run, always left side. Long run, always right side. That is when we discount the meme that you're seeing right here, which is if you run into a boss, then it becomes random. If you run into a boss while locked on specifically, it becomes random. So let me make sure I do a long sprint here. These two last ones work. Try here. Work again. Work again. Okay, now it's working, but the important part isn't whether it works like 99% of the time. The important part is that it doesn't work 100% of the time when you're sprinting into him. Okay, this is such a terrible demonstration. I don't know what the chances are exactly. Oh, there we got it. Got it again. Firstly, I don't know how this works, as I already said. Like, I don't know why when you're locked on it breaks. when you're locked on and running into a boss, that it breaks. Because as you can see, the animation stuff is not really changing. And also, I did check with like frame by frame, if there is something different happening on like the animations as you see changing out on the left. I checked if there is something different going on between when you get the right side and the left side, and the only thing that's different is the actual like different like attacks. There isn't anything chaining between, you know, merging them together where it says, oh, this one is for this and this one is for that, or this one is, oh, you turned, or anything like this. The only thing that's different between them in the animation events that happen are the actual attack ID. Sorry if that's not clear. Basically, the only thing that's different is the fact that sometimes you get the left side animation and other times you get the right side animation. There isn't any logic between that's like saying, oh, this happened, so therefore this, or anything like that. At least not that we can see. There is something underneath, probably somewhere deep in the fucking code, doing some memes here. And I don't know how that works. I just know that if you sprint at this guy while locked on, then sometimes you get this meme where you'll get the left side even though you should have had the right side charge attack. And I'm just gonna show that if you don't lock on, then you should never get the left side. So if you just do the exact same thing running into the boss, but instead you don't lock on, then you should always get the right side. Realistically, I would need to do this like a million times, right, to show like a realistic thing, but for the sake of the video, I'm not going to do that. I've already tested it like at least 100 times before I record this video. Let me do like an earlier attack as well. Maybe not that early, but just to show there's like, and let's do like all sorts of shit. Oh, I missed. Anyway, yeah, I don't. This guy's not supposed to be here. I just spawned him in, so he might. I don't think his head is actually there. Anyway.
One eternity later.
Okay, I don't think I need to keep doing this. I think you can get the point that the point here is that if you want to guarantee that you get the left or the right as guaranteed, as in you would be certain that you're getting the one that you're trying for, you should avoid doing like lock-on stuff, because for some reason it can fuck with it. Yes.